All right. Hi, everybody. Hopefully everybody had a good day. There we go. Had to fix up the mic there. So I thought, yeah, we'll see. Anybody shows up, wants to see some baseball, community can decide either a game on Pennant, Pocket Pennant Run, or something on Action PC. So I'm also just the reason I'm not going to do any out of park baseball tonight is I'm beta testing again this year and waiting for it to download. And no, I will not be showing the beta version or anything like that, or even talking about it. But I just didn't want to have that going. Hey, there's John DFW. Good evening, buddy. It's good to see you. Hope you're staying warm, man. Everybody's cold everywhere. So, but yeah, I thought I was going to work on some Magic, but I thought first maybe do a baseball game. It's just nice to hang out with you guys at work, man. Nobody to talk baseball with, and whatever. Work is work. You guys know how that goes. So, but I know I've been playing a lot of Action PC baseball. I also know Wednesday's kind of an off night for the community and everything like that. You know, Wednesdays and Thursdays, whatever. But still, like to keep things going, and we've picked up some new subscribers. So for those of you catching this later on, thank you for joining our little baseball family here, where we talk about baseball and gangster movies and God knows what else. So yeah, and figuring out projects and doing whatever. So just gonna wait and see if a few people come in, see if they want a game of something. So right now, I mean, Pocket Pennant Run would be faster. Boom, just hit a button and ready to go. So John has a question, and I'll put it up here because somebody else might have a question. He says, apparently there's a new patch for Action PC. Can't find it on the website. You know how to find it? I've been looking too, and I can't find it. So either I looked, we can both look together here. So let's go to, let's do a little detective work here. All right. So let's go to DK Sports first, and let's see, because maybe sometimes another pair of eyes helps. Because I do know they used to have there we go, service updates. Let's see what we got. So there's the newest patch up here is just for Action PC Baseball 2024. Haven't seen anything for 2025. So this is where you can find them. But let's check the Action PC forums as well. And see. But I mean, I've heard that sort of rumbling about, but he hasn't posted, and I haven't seen any sort of I haven't gotten an email from them, so we'll see. Yeah, it's cool here too. May get some snow. Yeah, we're supposed to get some snow Saturday here. Somebody's having trouble importing park data from previous game version. Dude, it's pretty easy. But anyhow. Really not seeing anything here. 3 days ago, manager photos. And then we go back to somebody who's still talking about Ricky Henderson. Yeah, I'm curious as to where else it would be. Have you looked in your account, John? I haven't checked either, but I wonder if it's. I'm gonna. Yeah, that might be a great idea because I mean, hopefully they're working on some. I mean, I think the chalkboard's really nice, but it still needs some work to try to smooth out the differences between the kind of. Sometimes the throws are too fast, too slow. I mean, it's better, but still got a ways to go with it. But I haven't seen anything, and I usually get emails, and the only thing I got tonight was from, well, as far as baseball related, was out of the park baseball. It's like, well, it's time to beta test. So, yeah. Notifications. Oh, I have notifications. Quoted by slide, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I have no idea what all this is, but this is from last year. So yeah, it'd be a good idea, John. I would. But other than that, man, I mean, how are you liking the new version of Action? I mean, how you like it, Action PC 2025? Do you like it? Did you have a chance to play around with it? I mean, as far as trying some different things. This may end up being the shortest stream ever. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, I love it. Let me see how far is this download? Yeah, all right. So about 36% there. Hurry up. So love it, but you're getting some crashes. Like, so what kind of crashes are you getting, man? Really curious. The only crashes I'm getting on Action PC Baseball is in the 1001 individual seasons file. If I try to look at a player by double clicking, I get a kind of exception error, but that's all. So I'm wondering what's going on with yours. I know that like last year, I was getting crashes every time I try to play head to head, but I haven't tried playing head to head with anybody this year yet. So I'd love to. If anybody wants to give it a shot sometime, just play some head to head Action PC Baseball. It's a blast. It really is fun. But yeah, it's been like last year was a little bit rocky for me. This year, it's been pretty solid, except for that. Wanting to look at players, but again, that's probably not a file I'm going to be using right away. That 1001. He said, yeah. First, click on the player. So when you is that for any season, John? Because I can try to reproduce it here. I can bring up Action PC and let me do that. Let me just bring up Action PC and let's see if what's happening to you is happening to me. All right, let's do that. I'm not going to worry about any sound or anything like that. Unless people come in and say, hey, we want to see Action PC Baseball, then I'll, stop the share and turn on the sound. But other than that, I love the fact that it shows a different ballpark every time you fire it up. I think that's super cool. But I think right now, all right. So any season. Okay, so your version is 12/30/2024. I think mine is too. I think that's under the help. Let me see. So it should be help about. Mine is, so yours is 12/30/2024. Mine's 12/20/2024. So, wow. You must have a newer version than I do then if yours it says 12/30. So, let me see. I don't know what the hell is this. Blah, 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 sports news. Okay, so. All right, so when you click on a player, the stats don't show up. All right, well, let's go into, I don't know why this is being wonky on me. Okay, let's just look at the 1960s. All right, so you're saying, and why is Clemente inactivated? What's the deal there? He might be injured. Okay, so you're saying from the roster screen? Yeah, because if your version is 12/30, mine's 12/20. Mine is like version 10. Okay, when you first click on a player, the stats don't show up. Have to click again. Let's look at Vada Pinson. There they are. So there's Pinson. There's Brooks Robinson. So, all right, now let's change seasons and let's see. I'll just find something else I have installed. From the main leaderboard screen. Okay, so from up here. Okay, we'll look up here then. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking. Okay, so let's look at Gary Carter. There's Gary Carter. So I'm double clicking. Maybe you're not supposed to. I don't know. Yeah, there. I single click. There's Minnie Minoso. So wow, maybe the newer patch that you have is a little bit wonky because this is, as you can see, it's coming up really fine. There's Joe DiMaggio. I'm even clicking in different places. We'll do Eddie Collins and stolen bases. So it's working. Hey, cousin. Yeah, well, John, and you have a newer version of it. So I wonder if this patch borked something, man. If that is a possibility. So, yeah, welcome in, cousin. Haven't decided yet. John's been having some issues with Action PC Baseball, and I'm trying to reproduce what's going on from him, and it isn't. So waiting to see whether the chat would like to see something, Pocket Pennant Run game or an Action PC game. I'm downloading the beta for Out of the Park 26. So I've decided I'm gonna beta test again this year. So I can't, obviously I'm not going to be showing anything from the beta, but I didn't feel like playing Out of the Park baseball and the other ones downloading and stuff like that. I didn't want any sort of weird things going on there. Yeah, I hope so. But I'm curious. Though now, because if your version is December 30th, mine's December 20th when it came out. So there's a patch somewhere I didn't know about and didn't receive an email. Yeah. And I would regularly get updates like in past versions of this. Oh, well, yeah, service patch, blah, blah, blah. And the great thing about DK Sports is, like if you're still playing Action PC 2023, they're actually still patching that. So tell Out of the Park we want even better historical. Oh, definitely. I will. Because it improved greatly last year. It really, really did. But you can always get better. You can always get better with it. So, but I'm probably going to start beta testing. Maybe after whatever we play tonight, then I'm going to start a beta test. And as any good game developer says, try to break the game. And I did a couple times last year. Mainly last year's issues with working with dynamic cameras and stuff like that. It would start to get like, it was like I was having an acid trip. Not that I'd know anything about that, mind you, but there you go. So guys, do we care? Do you guys want a pocket pennant run game or Action PC or, I don't know, whatever. We could do a little strategy baseball game. I don't know. I'm leaning toward either pocket pennant run or Action PC as opposed to kind of anything else. I mean, I could certainly give you guys a break from my voice and we could do an Ernie Harwell game and let him do a 1911 game. So till I see something, I'm just going to keep gabbing on the chat here is what I'm going to do. John votes for Action PC baseball. So one. D. Scott Howard, good to see you, man. Good to see you. Always, always, always. How is it out there in the great Northwest, man? We're freezing here in the East Coast, the Midwest. This winter sucks. I kept telling everybody we're going to have a winter this year. No, we're not going to have a winter this year. It's bloody awful, man. Just terrible. So, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? We're about 6 weeks from pitchers and catchers report. So there is that. Okay, I'd say this decade's league has been a pleasant surprise. I'll take that as a vote. All right, we got 3 for Action PC. If Apple for Windows, that'd be great. Oh my God. Okay, so Truth Hurts, you're in here. You get a wrench. So that's the first thing I got to do. So let me assign you a wrench. It's a thank you for joining the family and being a loyal part of it. So it's not like you actually have to do any work, but if you do see people, starting some shit or whatever, I never ever question my mods. If you feel somebody's out of line, kick them the hell out. Kick them the hell out. All right, let's give you your wrench here. Boom, 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 boom. Add as a moderator, and bam. There you go. Next time you type, you will have a wrench. Hey, Robert. Robert, I'm going to be catching you Saturday, man. Work has been nuts. But I know that you kicked off 1980. I hate to use the word kick off with baseball. I've heard you started the 1983 replay, so I'm going to be there as much as I can given my work schedule. All right. So, quick hello. 50 and Drizzly. Oh man, I would give what I wouldn't give for 50 and Drizzly right now. Oh my God, that's like the winner. Robert, what can I say, man? Till I write a bestseller, it's gonna take a little while for the magic hustle to kick off for that. So John says it's 28 at his house, 28.4 Fahrenheit to be specific. It's 21 here. This bites, man. This just bites. Robert, he's down in Florida though. Florida's even getting some below average temperatures. Not like death here. 20 up in Rhode Island for Ken. Damn. No, I am not baseball replay guy. So I have more hair than he does. And he has like shorter blonde hair. I have long dark hair. And he can do a game in 14 minutes. I'm lucky if I can do a game in 30 minutes. So no. Yeah. So what is a little nippy there though? Yeah. 58 degrees. But you guys, I guess I don't know if it's down further where you are, Robert. I think up in the Panhandle though, they're supposed to be like getting some 50s during the day. I think that's up in the Panhandle area. So this is but no, I am not baseball replay journal guy. Truth hurts. I am not he. In fact, I don't know. I mean, I'm still subscribed to his channel, but all I keep getting is floods in my email about his blog and stuff. But he's one of these guys that charges you to read his blog, and it's like, no, thank you. I like him, but so yeah. Oh, I know 58 degrees doesn't bother you, brother. Being from New York City, I know that. That's nice. But man, I'm telling you what, I can't get used to the winters here, man. In Europe, both in Ireland and the Netherlands, we would have winters like very similar to what you would see like in Seattle, Washington, right? 40s, 50s, rainy, drizzly kind of stuff. This 21 degrees, it's for the birds, man. It's for the birds. I hate it. This is ridiculous. But in 6 weeks, pitchers and catchers reports. And in 6 weeks, we'll be doing our Super Bowl Sunday. This is going to be a challenge this year because it's going to be a lot of baseball. I'm going to try to do as many digital baseball games as possible, and I might even sneak in an analog baseball game too. I haven't decided whether I'm going to buy payoff pitch yet or season ticket baseball, but I might. That's a might. But the other ones, we're going to kind of do a bunch of digital baseball games, but we're going to go back in time. We're going to do a game from Micro League Baseball. We're going to do some Earl Weaver Baseball, Tony La Russa, Old Time Baseball, of course, Bo Jackson Baseball. Just have some fun. Maybe what was that game from Sublogic? We'll probably play a game of that as well. So it's going to be a lot of baseball on Super Bowl Sunday. And I'm actually planning on taking that following Tuesday off. I usually work Tuesday through Saturdays. So that way we could just go far into the night and whatever and have fun. It's going to be a tough one this year, but got to go for it, man. Got to go for it. Pure Stat, thank you. Hey, Kevin, welcome in. I've done Old Time Baseball on the channel before, and we'll be showing that again on Super Bowl Sunday. So welcome in, Kevin Blay. Thank you. Pure Stat, that's it. Thank you, Robert. And MV comes in and joins us. Welcome in, MV. MV, what the hell are you doing? You're up like super early. What's the deal with that, man? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm concerned. It's 3:23 a.m. in Blady. 18 degrees in Evansville. And you're going to be hanging out with Don Mattingly on the 25th. Well, shit, we should do a game with Don Mattingly in it then sometime soon. Cousin says, I'll be our cousin as the proud football hater that you are. Amen, brother. Two of us here. Robert says he can't wait for spring training. Neither can I, man. It's going to be a good season. It's going to be a good season. So, yeah, the free subscription. Hey, Phillips, I'm doing fine, man. So hopefully you're doing well as well. Philip Reynolds joining us here. MV says he was up super early. Went to bed 8 p.m. the night before. Wow. Well, hopefully you had more fun than I did. I am girlfriendless now, so I ended it. Had to. It was just not. It sucked, but didn't work out. Wasn't working out. So now I'm hanging out with you guys even more. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. MV, are you like the girlfriend substitute here or something? I don't know. Anyhow. All right. Yeah, hey, you know what? It's more money I can invest in my magic business now, so I guess there's that. Okay. Hey, nice, man. So Philip said he went on a date night to Longhorn. Nice. That's good. That is good. That is good. It looks like the votes are for Action PC Baseball, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to stop the screen share so I can enable sound. If the Dodgers get Sasaki, it might not be that fun for all the other teams. Well, the Dodgers, you Dodgers fans have to be happy that they won. They finally won because they've been crumbling in the postseason with the best record in baseball, and they finally do win the World Series last year. So, yeah, we'll see, huh? If you vote for pineapple pizza, I'm going to kick you off this channel, man. Sean, welcome in, man. Sean knows that turns my crank. So we Italians, man, we're like, well, I'm half Irish, but the hell. Pineapple on pizza. Well, I can tell you there are no pineapples that grow in Italy, pal, not even down in Sicily. So, oh my God. No, Robert, what the hell? What the hell? Now, I'm a vegetarian. I won't argue about the bacon thing. I won't argue about that because that's, you know, I wouldn't eat bacon on it because I'm a vegetarian. If I wasn't a vegetarian, I would try it. But pineapple on pizza, no, not ever. It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't fancy it. I don't fancy a bit of bacon on me pizza at all, you know. You guys, you know what though, considering this hobby that we're in, right? We are some sick pups. So I'm not surprised that there are those of you who prefer and want pineapple on pizza. I'll tell you, I'm so against it that if Kate Beckinsale, who is she's my celebrity crush, if Kate Beckinsale showed up, and we know it's never going to happen anyhow, guys, but if she showed up dressed, shall we say, rather, you know, in delectable fashion, we'll put it that way, and she was holding, and she would say, you can have all this if you take a bite of pizza with pineapple on it, I would say no. I would say no, man. Even as hot as Kate is, and man, I watched the movie Underworld just because it's like, man, I'd love to be a vampire and I want her to turn me. But not even Kate Beckinsale could get me to eat pizza with pineapple on it. I mean, it just is what it is. I can't help it, lads. I can't help it at all. I think it's some sort of like weird kind of cultish kind of thing that happens. I don't know. It worries me, and I worry about those of you. What are you calling bullshit on, man? You guys. Ken Castro, what are you calling bull? I'm serious, man. Not even Kate. Not even Kate. So Kevin Blaze says, actually, you'd be saying, so last night I had the best pizza. Robert's calling bullshit as well. Oh, man, thanks a lot, guys. Oh, my God. Philip Reynolds picking on me about Tope. No, I won't even have that, man. Everybody call him bullshit. See, now I should call this the bullshit stream. We'll just call it that. So, baseball. We just have, we should do it by Robert's Rules of Order, the whole thing. We should do a debate on pineapple pizza versus not pineapple pizza, but we have to have it on a channel in which somebody, so Kevin's like, he's saying, well, yeah, but Kate Beckinsale. So if it was the last thing you'd eat it, you mean Kate Beckinsale or the pizza? I'm sorry, but I'm getting out of hand. All right. So look, gentlemen, I'm going to here. You know what? I should do an AI art thing with Kate Beckinsale. I could do it. I could actually do it on here, right? We could create create Kate with a, you know, holding a pineapple pizza. Let's get a good. There we go. We're gonna bring Kate over here. Come here, Kate. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come to Papa. Come here. Oh my God, my computer's acting so weird. Give me a freaking minute here. Did we just? Come on. Maybe I picked a weird site. Hold on. Oh my God. All right. Now look. I mean, truly one of the most beautiful women ever to grace this planet. Right? I mean, come on. I mean, oh my God, just right. And she'd be like, I mean, she's posh, man, and she's cool, right? She's ripped and she smokes. She's just awesome. She's great in every way. But I think a woman as classy as this would not eat pineapple on her pizza. Just look at that face. Look at her. Oh no, no, baby. Oh my God. So even Kate with those enchanting eyes and other things. Other things as my mouse went that way. I'm a leg man. Anyhow, boom. Bye, Kate. All right. So Kate Beckinsale likes to arrange fruit on the shape. No, I know. So she's like a huge practical joker too. I read this interview. Oh, Robert says, she's okay. Now I'm calling bullshit. If you think Kate Beckinsale is merely okay, Robert, I take you for an intelligent, erudite man, and now I'm calling bullshit on you. I'm not giving Mama June any credit. Oh my goodness gracious. I mean, I got some other celebrities that I think are hot. But again, Shakira couldn't. And Cousin Ken and I have traded. Who is that hot Turkish? My recent ex-girlfriend, Robert, was half Jamaican, half Cuban. So yeah, definitely. We tried it 2 years off and on, but I just it wasn't like a mean split, but it was more of just I felt we were just on two very divergent paths. And so I said, look, I got, I'm not going to try to hold on, anything like that. I want you to, be happy. And that's how I did it. But yeah. Anyhow. So Taraji P. Henson. All right, I'm going to look her up. All right, let's see if she would make me, convince me to eat pineapple pizza. I don't even know if we're going to get to any baseball at this point. Taraji P. Henson, huh? Who is she? Taraji P. Henson? All right, as in like Henson. All right, let's see. Oh, well, she's pretty good. She's pretty hot. Pretty hot. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Still couldn't swing me, I'm afraid, man. Yeah. What I've done to the discussion. That you've done it. That's right. That's right. So, but if she did like pineapple on pizza, Kevin asks. Damn, Kevin, you guys are asking some tough questions here tonight. Tough questions. So I don't know, man. She's pretty hot though, Robert, but I'm afraid not, man. Not gonna happen. I mean, I'd love it, but let's see. Let's look. Let's look at this here. We get a better picture. Yeah, I mean, oh, look at that face. Yeah, she's hot. She is hot. She is hot. And you said I wasn't giving Ebony. I mean, come on. I mean, but whatever. I love me some women. I don't care. I mean, but this goddess couldn't make me do it either. And hips don't lie, baby. Hips don't lie, right? So there she is. Come on, better picture, better picture. I mean, come on. Even that. Look at that. Oh, sweet Lord Jesus. That would never happen. Still, I mean, now she probably would, from where she's from, she probably would eat pineapple on pizza. She probably would. Shakira probably would. Definitely. Beyonce, oh my God. But no, Beyonce ridiculously smoking hot. Absolutely. Made me proud to be a liberal. Thank you very much. All right. Yeah, I mean, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. There is no denying the gorgeousness of Beyonce at all. I mean, she's beautiful. But still, man, it's just, nope. I appreciate you guys trying to tempt me. I think you've done admirably. So if Shakira told you, let me just put this up here. So if Shakira, you could have her if you put up a pizza, I would say no. Yeah, exactly. I would say no. I'd say no. It'd be tough. I could be totally bullshitting you guys, but nah. Look, man, I'm half Italian, right? My family's from southern Italy and Sicily, so I'm not one of those pussies from up in the north, all right? Up there, what my grandfather used to call Germany, right? So there you go. I'm Italian, half Irish, so I can either shoot you or get drunk and shoot you. And I have to for La Familia, I gotta say no. In Napoli, you guys, I don't know if you know this or not. So pizza, right, and the way it's made by each maker is it's like so jealously guarded and stuff. They've actually had all out like dust ups about pizza. Like Naples is like a city anyhow. There's parts of it that Carabinieri won't even go in. The main road, one of the main roads, the main thoroughfares in Naples is named after my family. So, but the pizza, right? They're serious, man, serious shit. So, John, if you're from northern Italian extraction, I'm sorry, man. Yep. North of the Po River. The northern Italians don't like the southern Italians and Sicilians. They think we're peasants, blah, 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 and a whole bunch of gangsters. But you know what? Hey, the mafia's moved into northern Italy now. There's mafiosi up in Milano and Torino and places like that now, where they normally stayed Napoli and South. So anyhow, damn it, pizza. I love pizza, though. I love me some pizza. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What the? Okay, that's it. Forget, you know what? Forget the baseball game. Cousin Ken taking off the gloves now, man. He says, come on, man. The food in the South can't compare to the North. Oh, give me a break, dude. Are you serious? Oh, man. So let's see. All this heavy cream stuff up there in northern Italy. And in polenta, dude. Ugh, no. Right? They don't even know. I'm being very serious too. In the South, man, our food is spicier, healthier. Southern Italian food is much better than Northern Italian food. So, yep. Robert's off. That's it. Someone call an ambulance for this guy's lost his mind. Robert, sleep well, my friend. I can't believe it. Cousin Ken, a Portuguese is gonna ignite the war again here between the real Italy, which is everything south of the Po River, and those jadruls from the north. You know that word jadrul, cousin, don't you? Oh my God, you guys. I can't believe it. Marona managem, mamma mia. Jeez. Okay, Olive Garden. That's north, man. That shit is Olive Garden. Yikes. Say sauce from the north. What do you got? I'm the only Italian in here. What the hell do you guys even know about it? Oh my God. Oh my God. You're killing me. You're killing me over here. All of you. You're killing me. All right. You know what? Oh my God. I wish we could do it. If we were men of means. We're not. If your family's from northern Italy, Sean, then you're Irish and German. So anyhow. So I'll tell you what, though. I love mushroom bruschetta. That's really nice. That's a northern Italian dish. The reason it's not that I don't like, but there's too many cream sauces, man. Too many, like it's cream and a lot of heavy cheeses and blah, 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 blah. In the South, man, you do some nice hot peppers. And oh, man. Oh, I'm just dying here. Yeah. One thing that unites Italy, though, is cannoli. So seafood linguine with rose. So seafood is Southern Italian, man. That migrated to the north, but the people in the South, people in Southern Italy, heavy seafood diet in the South, they're poorer. So you've just thank you for naming a Southern Italian dish. Now see, Kevin, you understand. So your grandma was Sicilian and your father Calabrese. Well, the Calabrese and Siciliano, practically paisan right there anyhow. So you are Southern Italian, Kevin. Kevin understands. He's so capiche. No, it's not. Oh my God. Anyhow, if someone says Chichi Pizza, I think no, it's not. No, dude. So on another serious note, if you want to get good pizza, and you got to be in a city. You got to go to a hole in the wall place, man. Seriously. Like that's the best Italian food, those little mom and pop restaurants, right? And hey, David David Lando trying to be Italian and failing miserably. How you doing, man? He says, hey, gabagool, right? Because the Southern Italians, we vowel drop, right? So the Northerners will say capicola, and we'd say bafango stunad gabagol, huh? All right. Anyhow, how did we get into this? Anyhow, it was Sean that did it. Leave it to our Canadian, Italian, Irish person. You're gonna unsub. Oh my God, it's Northern Italian. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, where are you? It's a me, Mario, says David. You guys are nuts, man. What's wrong with you all? I don't know what's wrong with you people. I really don't. Why do I love you all so much? I don't know. I don't know. See, and the only problem that we have in Ireland is the fact that the UK is still in the 6 counties in the north. But other than that, man, we're cool. Southern Italy, man. And it was, right, Benito Mussolini from the north, right? That rat bastard. And he got what was coming to him. Ah. Pineapple pizza sub. Oh, my God. Yeah, Naples is dangerous, dude. I'm not saying it isn't, but you know what? Kate was delivering. Yeah, so right, Kevin Blaze says he says Kate was delivering Hawaiian pizza. That's how it all began. You guys are so fucked up, man. It's really ridiculous. So David, oh, no, we're gonna pay it. So David Lando. So I want to tell you a story, and I love David. I love you guys. I love David Lando. And so when I used to hang out in the Discord a lot, David. So David like would always take us to the drive-through. He'd be ordering drive-through food, right? Takeout food, whatever. And it was awesome, except the rat bastard never ordered us anything, right? Big Clue be wanting a hamburger, Steve Tate be wanting this, and Mike Silva and I'd be like, hey, dude, you got, and never once did David order anything for us. It was just terrible, man. He'd mute his mic. He'd even mute his mic. We'd be like, hey, wait, I want fries. He didn't care. David, good to see you. But because you never got us anything in a drive-thru, I hope you're getting your ass kicked in the Fields of Dreams League. How's that? So, oh my God, you guys. So we got a place here called Lazzaro's, owned by Sicilians, man. And you come here, Cousin Ken, you and I, we get this figured out. I'm gonna, hang out with you for a while up there in Rhode Island, and we come down here. We're gonna go to Lazzaro's. And when you come out of Lazzaro's, right, you will say, "Beatles eternally, my Italian Irish friend." Tonight I put the Italian first before the Irish. I usually don't. You say you're right. Southern Italian Sicilian food is the best. Why was I eating that Northern Italian food all my life when these great riches, these great bounties exist? Right? You go to Syracuse, Palermo, Bari, huh? Come on. So that's it. Go to Calabria. You don't fuck with the Calabrians. Will Toole is in here. Let's see what Will Toole has to say. What are my thoughts on the 1890s baseball and action PC as far as accuracy goes? So, haven't played enough of it, Will Toole, to be honest with you, 1890s baseball, to really comment on it. I can only, thus far, I've done most of that stuff in out of the park baseball. And I think out of the park baseball does it great. I haven't tried it in action PC, to be honest with you. Will does need a wrench, doesn't he? All right, let me give him a wrench. So you, dude, I'm sure I will, but it's you got to remember though, it's got to be vegetarian, dude. I don't need animals, and let's not get into that. That's something. Let's just respect each other's wishes, everybody. On that, I have very strong religious and moral reasons why I don't eat animals. So we'll leave that go. There are some Northern Italian dishes I do like. So one of the women that I was seeing over back there across the pond was half Italian, and her dad was from Milano. And so what we would do, because they would go to Lago Maggiore, like every couple of years, go to Lago Maggiore and all that. But so he never had Southern Italian food. And I, up to that point, had never had Northern Italian food. Let me work on Will Tool's wrench here while we're talking. So what we would do is like every 2 weeks we would switch. Like I would cook or he would cook. He also never had Irish food, so I would cook something Irish every once in a while too. But let's be honest, Irish food is not haute cuisine. All right, but Italian food, both northern and southern, is considered right haute cuisine. Anyhow, where's Will Tool here? I'm going to give him his wrench. So I would cook Southern Italian food. He was like, "Oh my God, this is so good, Maronna Menage," and I eat some Northern Italian food. I'm like, this is really good stuff. But what he didn't like about Southern Italian food was, and it is spicier. It is spicier than Northern Italian. And what I didn't like about Northern Italian was it's there's a lot of dairy in it. It's not that it's bad. It's still great. It's still great food. Nothing. I mean, any Northern Italian food is better than so-called like some of the shit that's eaten here in America. That's for sure. And it's better than anything we make in Ireland as far as food. We make the best whiskey, though. Anybody want to debate me on whiskey? The Irish, hands down, best whiskey. All right. Big Ziti. Get the fuck. What's this? What's wrong with that? Honey Bunny made me a wicked good. Oh, listen to Ken. Big Ziti. Get out of the kiddies pool. Dude, you've never had Big Ziti the right way then. Will, you're now a moderator on this channel. I'm going to unwrench some people here pretty soon, though, man. Dudes, it's 42 minutes, and where are we? We're not even doing any baseball. I'm going to change this to the Italian Civil War. Ken is not right. Ken is not right. Believe me. Get out of the kitty. Clinton Parks, bless you. Nothing. Bless you, cousin. There we go. He says, I do about 3 times a month, meatless. Thank you. Thank you. The animals. Yeah, and what's your point? Oh my God. So anyhow, Will Tool trying to get us back onto baseball. He says he's been dubbing around some exhibitions and latest version have not had any issues. And I've done a replay. Yeah, so John DFW has been having some crashy issues when he tries to look at player stats. When he just does that, the game, he has to like get him to come up again. The only problem I've had with Action PC 2025 is just when I try to look at players on the baseball 1001 greatest individual seasons, I'll get an exception error. But other than that, this has been rock solid, this edition for me. And he has a newer version. Apparently his version is 12/30 2024. Mine's 12/20 24. So maybe I want to skip that patch if it's anywhere to be found. Anyhow. So Discord trip drive-through. David, I should put you on mic here while you're on the Discord, and you can go through and have all these people, right? But David's not going to order anything for you guys, just so you know it. Because David rolls like that, man. He'd get us all hungry and stuff like that. Going in the drive-through, and we'd be begging, David, what are you getting us for today? Blah 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 blah. And that was it. He didn't care. We're all dying over here, and bada boom, bada bing. What happens? David Lando gets us nothing, just nothing. But we love him. We love David. Happy belated Hanukkah, my friend, by the way. It's way over now, but happy belated Hanukkah. Well, not way over. So 25 and 8, January 3rd. So 5 days ago it was over. So the chat has overtones the old days in this channel. You know, when I had 8 subscriptions, good times. I know, man. I know. Definitely good times, Ken. I love it. And I do love the fact that we just have fun with it. It is, man. So, oh my God. So Todd B says, he says, if Ken cooks me a fine Italian dish and plies me with wine, we might play a romantic games of cards and dice. I love it. So Will, if there's a new patch, because we looked on the DK Sports site under the service updates and didn't see anything in the Action PC forums. So, and I can't imagine Cousin Ken and Todd. Let's just play along here a little bit. I just don't see it happening. Todd, he would have to ply you so much you would end up being like, oh my God, you'd be comatose, my dear friend. All right, this is my favorite singer. If you don't understand her, you have to check her out. I'll throw Kate to the curb. All right, well, let's see. I'm gonna have to go elsewhere to copy this. Ah, damn. Kate, what's her name? What's her name? Truth hurts because I can't click on links here, unfortunately, because I'm using StreamYard, so I can't check her out. If you give me her name. Well, Kate and I have an understanding, though. We have kind of like an open relationship, if you will. Yeah. So John or Will, John's asking you too. Where did you get the patch? Oh my God. Okay. So Clinton Parks. Yes. Now this woman, guys, Google her. Oh my God. Yes. Okay. No, you know what? She would be like, yeah, she's incredible. She is absolutely ridiculous. And it doesn't matter if you can understand her or not, because, and there's actually how you spell her names, guys. Yep. She's gorgeous. First time I saw her, my eyes had a heart attack. Seriously. So, okay, so he posted a link to it. So I wonder if hey, Christopher Slovic back in Islamabad. Hopefully all is well with you, buddy. Yeah, so Lydia is ridiculously gorgeous. She is off the charts gorgeous. See, now for me, so Clinton, I like petite women. So the woman I was just with was a size 2. So there you go. She was a size 2. So I am fine. Well, John, I'll tell you what. Yeah, she's hot. She is ridiculous. You told your wife that she was your favorite singer. I hope you told your wife that musically, because if you tell wives she's my favorite singer because she's a goddess, you better sleep with one eye open for a while, my friend. Oh my God. Hey, there we go. Out of the Park Baseball 26 is now downloaded. So I'm beta testing again this year, you guys. So should be fun. I've just been waiting for that to get done. So now I can close Steam. There's a little teaser. Out of the Park 26. All right. Anyhow. Your wife laughed. Says, now to ruin everything, this is what I look for. This is what I look like on Frisky Fridays. But yeah, no, good call. As soon as you typed her name, I'm like, yes, I that woman is I would almost kick Kate to the curb for her. She's ridiculous. She's ridiculously beautiful. It's not fair. All right. Are we going to bother with baseball tonight, or are we just going to talk? And then I'll just delete this stream. Out of the park, what kinds of things are they improving? I don't know, Chris. I just downloaded the beta, so I have no idea. I just downloaded. I haven't done anything. Obviously I can't show it on the channel either. So, business expenses. Clinton says, I told my wife I had the hots for Chloe Arnold, and she laughed. Todd says, I tell my wife those charges on the credit card are for business expenses. Funny stuff, man. All right. I don't even think we're going to get to a baseball game tonight. I mean, how can we? How can we really? Cousin Ken, he and I used to trade pictures of these. And there was this hot Turkish singer. Cousin, if you're here, do you remember her name? So Clinton says, only thing I want is over Digital Diamond Baseball. I want to improve bunting. That'd be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, man. So I'll put some of my art. But yeah, it'd be like these like singers. And this woman is from Turkey. She was just incredible. Just incredible. Yeah, sure. Trade picks. See, Ken, he is, there he goes. Love him and leave him. He doesn't recall her name. But that's all right. Cousin Ken, man. He's all right. He's all right. He's coming around. Will Tool says, I would love if they put voice AI announcer for Valley Park 26. Don't expect that will be confirmed. I don't think that's going to happen this year. I'm not saying that as a beta tester. I don't think that's going to happen this year. That's going to take a lot. That's going to take some time. But I think Out of the Park is going to be the game that's going to do it. So, listen to Sean. What do I look like in a dress? Dude, I'll tell you what. Seriously. You ought to see Cousin in a thong if you want to go that route. Anyhow, make it to Lebanon before it got taken over. I'll tell you what. Anyhow, are we playing baseball or are we not? We're not going to play baseball. We're just going to sit here and we're going to have Jim Bunning and Home Run Baker just stare at you guys. They're just going to stare. And I can tell you what they're both saying, what they're both thinking right now. You can see by their eyes what they're looking, what they're doing. So, all right, the big game tonight here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to do one game, and it's going to be the 1910s versus 1930s. Grover Cleveland Alexander versus Carl Hubble. I think it's a good matchup. The other matchup here that's pretty good too, that's why I saved these two games, is Catfish Hunter and Don Drysdale. So I'll tell you what, I'm not going to be a fascist about it. I'll let the chat pick. So Sean says he's hurting from the laughs. Good, man. I'm glad. All right, you guys want to see Hunter versus Drysdale or Alexander versus Hubble? You get to choose because I'm a nice guy. I don't know. I'll tell you what, Clinton. I think some of the hottest women in the world come out of Iran. Oh, my God. Iranian women. All right, the 70s, 60s. All right, the people have spoken, and we're going to make the 70s the home team. So if you guys are feeling, is that who you guys want to manage? All right, 70s, 60s, I get it. We'll save Alexander and Hubble for another night. All right. Anybody feel like managing? I just want to know who wants to, which one of these should be a human team. You guys more enamored of the 70s or the 60s? Fuck off, Sean. He says 1960s. Pineapple pizza was invented then. All right, 1960s it is. They're the home team. Let's go. Oh, my God. We're all a bunch of ne'er-do-wells. So Clemente, he might be injured. So I guess he's going to be out for this game. All right. All right, let's go. Clinton, you win. Ken, you're right. As far as women, they are beautiful. Women are everywhere. And every woman has one thing in common. She will question, when the hell did you buy that? Or you don't need that. So there you go. All right, tonight's Catfish Hunter versus Don Drysdale. 56 degrees at game time. Wind is 5 miles per hour out to right field. Catfish Hunter 1-0, and so is Don Drysdale. So the 1970s are 5-2 in the league, and the 1960s are 4-3. Looking at the starting defense for the 1960s in left field, Billy Williams. In center, Veda Pinson. In right field, playing tonight for, I guess, the injured Roberto Clemente's Frank Robinson. At first base, the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda. May his memory be eternal. At second base, Bill Mazeroski. At short, Jim Fregosi. At third, a true wizard there, Brooks Robinson. Behind the plate, former Tiger Bill Freehand. And Don Drysdale, who it was said would throw at his own grandmother. Leading off here is Joe Morgan. Joe Morgan hitting .345 in the season, a home run. 5 runs batted in. Here we are. We're doing this in League Park in Cleveland every game for a while in this league. 2-2 pitch on the way to little Joe Morgan. Key for the 60s is going to keep Morgan off the bases. And Don Drysdale starts it off. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. All right, here's Bobby Bonds. We don't see him a lot in the community, hitting .286, a home run, 7 runs batted in for Bobby. Drysdale deals. Bonds swings in the first pitch. Base hit up the middle. So here we go. Runner aboard for the 1970s and brings up Charlie Hustle. Pete Rose hitting .379. 3 runs batted in for him. Drysdale deals to Rose. Rose throw down, and Bonds is caught stealing. Bill Freehan guns down Bobby Bonds. 2 away, bases empty, count, no balls, 1 strike on Pete Rose. Here's the pitch. Rose swings and base hit to center field. So the caught stealing hurts. 2 away for the toy cannon, Jimmy Wynn. All right, now as we're jumping back into baseball. So yeah, speaking of, he says, about to tell my wife I'm putting in an order from Appa for $130 plus. Ooh, what are you buying, cuz? If she's sleeping, you can tell us. You can type it out, man. Truth Hurts says Don Drysdale was a really good announcer that doesn't get any credit. He was. I've heard that. And so there we go. Whoa, so it's a Greek. Ah, okay. Yeah, see, there you go. Thank you for proving my point. All right. And I like Greeks. I'm Orthodox after all. Okay, so the toy cannon is in here now. Jimmy Wynn hitting just .179. He does have 2 round trippers, 7 ribbies. So, Truth Hurst didn't buy the cards last year because the previous year John Henson didn't send me John Herson, I'm sorry, didn't send him the correct cards. Ow. You know, I know John's usually pretty on top of that stuff from what I've heard. 0-2 pitch to Jimmy Wynn, and Jim Wynn goes down swinging, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. We played a half inning. It's the 1970s, nothing. The 1960s coming to bat. Looking at the starting defense here for the 1970s in left field. It's Pete Rose. In center, Jimmy Wynn. In right field, Bobby Bonds. At first base, Steve Garvey. At second, Joe Morgan. At short, Dave Concepcion. At third, Michael Jack Schmidt, because you always have to say his middle name. Johnny Bench behind the plate, and Catfish Hunter on the mound. Leading off here, center fielder Veda Pinson hitting an even 200. No RBIs yet for him. 0-1 pitch. Pinson swings, and little blooper out to Joe Morgan. No, Morgan plays it on the hop, and Pinson has himself a little cheater single. So runner aboard, and Pinson with 23 steals in this file and 1 thus far this season. Here's the shortstop, Jim Fregosi, has a home run and an RBI. Of course, obviously. Hitting 200, throw over. Pinson is back easily. Hunter comes home with an 0-1 pitch. Fregosi cuts on it. Little bouncer back to the mound. Slow one. And Hunter's going to have to go to Morgan covering first on the play. Veda Pinson moves to second, and it brings up the baby bull. He's hitting .391, 2 RBI. Has yet to homer, though. Hunter deals. 2-0 pitch to Cepeda on the way. And he plunks the baby bull. Just look for some retaliation later on. So Ken says, new season won't divulge year as to not invite ridicule from the mooks in here. You know who you are. He says in the new master book as well. Nice. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. So Friday. All right, here's Billy Williams. He's one of my favorite players. And one of these guys, again, that too bad he never got to be in a World Series. All right, so Billy hitting just 154th, a run batted in, 2 on, 1 down here for this 1960s team. Hunter deals, 1-1 pitch to Billy Williams. Williams swings, fly ball center field. Jimmy Wynn has it measured and makes the catch. So 2 down, 2 on for the judge, Frank Robinson. Robinson hitting 250 with a run batted in. Clemente mostly starting in right field for the 1960 squad this year. 3-1 pitch on its way to the judge, and Robinson blisters this one into center field. Jimmy Wynn juggles the ball, and coming in to score will be Veda Pinson. And that's going to be an E8, first error of the year on Jimmy Wynn, and a run in. It's 1-0 1960s. 2 in scoring position, 2 away for Brooks Robinson. Robinson hitting 200, has a home run, 2 runs batted in. Robinson in this file, 20 home runs. So we know him as a great defensive third baseman, but Brooks Robinson could hit the ball. 1-0 pitch on the way. Robinson swings. This one just a dribbler up the first. Steve Garvey will eat the ball. So Cepeda scores, so the hit batsman will bite Catfish Hunter in the tail fin, and it's 2-0 1960s. So they're giving Brooks Robinson the single. All right, 2 Robinsons, the corners, and here's Bill Freehan hitting 308, a home run, 5 runs batted in from the stretch in the 2-2 pitch to Bill Freehan. And Freehan caught looking, but 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, 2 left on. We go to the top of the second inning. The 1960s lead the 1970s 2-0. And we got some new comments. There we go. All right. Goodbye. We've been playing the Master game since 1977. Dan Burke, my favorite Irishman. It's been a while. Good to see you, man. He says, when you learn the Master game in Napa, how long does it take you to play a game? I think Mr. Cub, he's here. Banks is, I'm trying to think where Ernie Banks is. Ernie Banks is here somewhere. Let's look really quickly. Let's see who's here. So I've seen Ernie Banks on here, so I know he's in this file somewhere. I just don't know where. Boy, we got some little one-day injuries going on here right now. But anyhow, I know Ernie Banks is here. I don't remember which decade, but he is here. I think he's in the 50s. Pretty sure. All right, here he is, Michael Jack Schmidt. It's going to be Schmidt, Bench, and Garvey due up here in the top of the second inning. Don Drysdale with the 0-2 pitch, and swing and a miss. And Mike Schmidt will go and grab some pine. All right, here's Johnny Bench. Johnny Bench hitting 231, 2 home runs, 4 RBI for him. Drysdale into the wind, 1-2 pitch, and Bench base hit into center. Pinson and Williams converge. Pinson gets it on the hop, fires into Fregosi. So Johnny Bench aboard, and here comes Steve Garvey. Had some little bit of debate about Steve Garvey the other night on the channel. 316 average for Garvey, 2 home runs, and 5 runs batted in. Drysdale winds and fires, 0-1 pitch. Garvey swings, line to short. Fregosi has it. All right, so 2 out, nowhere for Johnny Bench to go. And here's Dave Concepcion hitting just 185, 4 ribbies for Concepcion. The pitch from Drysdale, 3-0. And Don Drysdale issues the free pass, his first of the game. So 2 on for the 1970s and 2 down for Catfish Hunter. Here's the 1-2 pitch. And that will be 1 on the inside corner. Side retired. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0 in favor of the 1960s. Bill Mazeroski, Don Drysdale, and Veda Pinson to bat. Maz hitting 273 in the season. 5 ribbies for him. Hunter deals 0-2 pitch. Mazeroski swings. Tattooed to left, but Pete Rose tracks it down. Big left field here in League Park. 1 away. Here's Don Drysdale. Drysdale is 2 for 6 on the season. Hunter delivers 1-2 pitch up the middle. Joe Morgan covering a lot of ground there. Fires on to Steve Garvin, the underhand throw. 2 down. Back at the top of the order. Veda Pinson 1 for 1. Single to right. 0-2 pitch on the way. Pinson swings. This one tapped toward third. Schmidt with the easy play on to Steve Garvey. Side retired. We go to the top of the third. 2-0. Your score remains. It'll be Joe Morgan. We're back at the top of the order for the 1970s. Bobby Bonds and Pete Rose. So, I'm pretty sure he's in the 1950s. Dan, I know that Dwayne Martz told me that he can do an Appa Master game, like if he's not broadcasting it or anything like that, he can do it in about 35 minutes. So probably right about the same time, I think that Cousin Ken does it. All right, little Joe Morgan here is nothing for 1, struck out in the first. Don Drysdale works to him, 1-2 pitch. Morgan sends this to center field, Pinson back, and makes the grab, 1 away. Game moving quickly here is Bobby Bonds. He singled back in the first. Drysdale with a 1-2 pitch. Ooh, this one, strike 3 called. So Drysdale's fan 5 in the game, 2 away. And here's Charlie Hustle, and he singled back in the first. Drysdale with a 2-2 pitch. And Rose goes down also. So strikeout number 6. We go to the bottom of the third inning, still 2-0. I think last night's game, Walter Johnson and Lefty Grove, was just a wonderful, wonderful game. A 1-0 game. One hit decided it. Great stuff. All right. Jim Fregosi bunted out his last time, so it was sacrifice, I should say. All right. Hunter deals 2-1 pitch to Fregosi. Fregosi swings, and this one's going to be off the wall, center field. Fregosi is going to have himself a double. And again, because we're using League Park, we get bionic outfielders. Fregosi with a second double of the season. And that brings up the baby bull now, batting in the third slot. Cepeda was plunked by Catfish Hunter last time. We'll see if Don Drysdale is going to answer that later in the game. 1-0 pitch to Cepeda. Cepeda swings. To Hopper to Schmidt at third. Close play at first. They get Cepeda. And on the play, Fregosi moves to third. All right, brings up Billy Williams. So the 1960s looking to add to this 2-0 lead. Billy is 0-for-1. Flew out to shallow center his last time up. Catfish Hunter works out of the stretch in the 1-2 pitch to the lefty Billy Williams. Fly ball center field. Jimmy Wynn back toward the wall makes the catch. Fregosi will tag, and he will score run number 3 for the 1960s squad. All right, brings up the judge, Frank Robinson. He is 1-for-1. And there was an error that allowed Veda Pinson to score. So one of the runs here in the 1960s unearned. Base is empty. Count full, and Frank Robinson fly ball center field. Win back on it. Kiss it goodbye. Frank Robinson goes downtown. 4-0. The 1960s doing it in style. Here's Brooks Robinson now. RBI single that scored the baby bull. 0-1 pitch. Cut on. Little nubber out to second. Morgan to Garvey on the 4-3 put out. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors. 3 in the books here in Cleveland. 4-0 in favor of the 1960s. Truth says there was a guy named Keith who passed away a couple years ago. He said he wrote over about 100,000 APA baseball games. Good God. That's amazing. Wow. Clinton telling us here that Don Drysdale only hit 186 in his career, along with 26 doubles, 29 career home runs, including 7 twice. He's brought in as a pinch hitter many times. We were talking about Bob Lemon the other night. Bob Lemon brought in frequently by the Indians as a pinch hitter. He's a good hitter. All right, here's Jimmy Wynn now. The toy cannon struck out back in the first 1970s. Need to get down to business here. Don Drysdale with a 1-1 pitch. Wynn cuts on this one, and this one a slow dribbler. And Brooks Robinson up with it, fires onto Baby Bull, and that's 1 down. I always talk about, watching films of Brooks Robinson, catch him on YouTube. Some of the plays this guy made, just ridiculous, just ridiculous. I would say overall the greatest third baseman in the game is Mike Schmidt. But I would say the greatest defensive third baseman in the game is Brooks Robinson. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think Robinson defensively, I think was just, from what I've read about Brooks Robinson and the films I've seen of him, I never saw him play, but oh my God, just ridiculous. So good. So good. It looks like trick photography. All right, Schmidt 0-for-1, struck out back in the second. Don Drysdale appears in, has the sign from Bill Freehand, the 1-2 pitch on the way. Schmidt swings. Could this be deep enough? It is off the wall. Pinson plays it off the carom. Third double for Mike Schmidt with 1 down and a runner in scoring position. 1970s looking for their first run. And here is Johnny Bench, singled back in the second. Drysdale brings it home. Bench, first pitch swinging, doesn't get much on it. Bounding ball to first. Cepeda will take this one unassisted on the play. Schmidt moves to third. All right. Brings up Steve Garvey now. Garvey lined to short back in the second. 2 down, 1970s, stymied thus far by Don Drysdale. 0-2 pitch. Garvey swings. They had a hit and run going on that one, and Schmidt scores. So finally they get a number up there other than 0. 4-1, 2 away. Garvey on at first. Steve Garvey may occasionally take a base, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Here's Dave Concepcion now. He walked back in the second, Drysdale brings it home. Throw down, and Steve Garvey is caught stealing, and they run themselves out of the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the 4th. The 1960s lead the 1970s 4-1. As David Lando says, Schmidt happens. Indeed it does. All right, we have Bill Freehan, Bill Mazeroski, and Don Drysdale. Freehan struck out back in the first, formerly of the Detroit Tigers. Catfish Hunter comes home with a 1-0 pitch. Freehan swings, high fly ball, left field. Pete Rose back on it and makes a great over-the-shoulder catch. So 1 away now for Bill Mazeroski. He flew out to deep left. Catfish Hunter, the 1-0 delivery, swung on, base hit into right field. Bobby Bonds up with it. Maz aboard. And they're going to be looking bunt here. Mazeroski not a threat to steal. Drysdale 0 for 1. So Garvey in at first, Schmidt in at third. Hunter comes home with it. 1-1 pitch to Don Drysdale. Drysdale, base hit, left field. Mazeroski's going for 3. Nope. Yes, he makes it to third. Drysdale will hold it first. So here comes the 1960s again, trying to put some distance. Runners at the corners now for Veda Pinson. We're back at the top of the order for the 1960s. Grounded to third his last time up, 1 for 2 in the game. Hunter from the stretch in the 0-1 pitch. Pinson swings. This one past the mound. And up with it. Concepcion will take it to the bag himself. But coming in to score will be Bill Mazeroski in the 1960s, pulling ahead now. It is 5-1. John DFW says, watching Schmidt's retirement speech really hurts. It's a great one, though, huh? What a great, great, great player. Hit his 500th home run in Pittsburgh. All right, Jim Fregosi batting with 2 down. Veda Pinson aboard. Fregosi doubled his last time up. Catfish Hunter throws over. Pinson back. 1-1 pitch. Fregosi swings. And a little bloop toward first. Steve Garvey has it for the final out. But another run for the 1960s scores 5-1 as we head to the visitors' half of the 5th inning. And it would be Dave Concepcion, Catfish Hunter, and Joe Morgan. So Concepcion in the day, he has walked thus far. John Drysdale deals. 0-2 pitch. Strikeout number 7. It looks like Drysdale hurt on the play. Don't know if we got a little arm injury going on, but we need a relief pitcher. We're going to let the chat pick it. Oh, Dan, no argument. He was pretty damn good defensively. No argument about Schmidt defensively. For me, I think Brooks Robinson, though, I have yet to see. I mean, just some of the plays he made were just literally just like ungodly, like look like magic. I don't know. Guys, I'm going to let you pick. Drysdale is hurt. He's out of the game. So Dan, I hope you're doing well. What inning are we in? So Clinton, we are in the 5th. Clinton had to make a hot chocolate. Good. Love hot chocolate. So guys that haven't seen any action yet, pretty much everybody available except Jim Bunning and Juan Marichal. So Ted Abernathy, all right. Ted Abernathy will come in to pitch. We'll be given time to warm up, and there we go. Looking at Abernathy's numbers, not so good on the season, let me tell you. Pretty bad. Worked 1/3 of an inning, and his ERA is, we wouldn't want to mention something that high in polite company. But on the file, a 2.93 under an average, 6 wins, 5 losses, 16 saves, 104 1/3 innings worked, 6 home runs given up, 46 walks, 70 strikeouts. All right, Abernathy ready to go now against Catfish Hunter. Oh, take that back? Oh, we can do that. We can. All right, so Hal Wodashek will come in. Yeah, Abernathy. Abernathy has to face at least a batter. Okay. All right, here we go. deals to Catfish Hunter 1-2, and he strikes out Catfish Hunter. All right. So do you want to leave Abernathy in? Okay, pitch until he's due to bat. You got it. It's going to be a while. All right, back at the top of the order now for Joe Morgan. He has struck out and flown out. Abernathy with the 1-0 delivery, and little Joe bounces this up the first base line. Cepeda waving off Abernathy would take it for out number 3. Bottom of the 5th we go. In the 1970s, letting this slip away from them. They are behind 5-1. Orlando Cepeda, nothing for 1. He was also hit by a pitch. Catfish Hunter thus far has struck out 6. Or I'm sorry, in the game he is, in the season he struck out 6 and walked 6. In the game he has struck out 1 today's game. Hunter deals 0-2 pitch and plunked a batter and second strikeout. That's when catching the outside corner. All right, here is Billy Williams, nothing for 1. Billy Williams with an RBI that scored Jim Fregosi back in the 3rd. Catfish Hunter toes the rubber, 0-2 pitch. Billy Williams cannot catch up to that one. Big cut and a miss. So quickly 2 down. Frank Robinson a perfect 2 for 2 today, guys. Solo homer back in the 3rd and an RBI single back in the 1st. Count full, and Frank Robinson, he swings. This one just a little tapper down to first. Garvey takes it 3 unassisted for out number 3. So the 1970s hold the 1960s scoreless as we go to the top of the 6th, at least in that inning. It's 5-1. It'll be Bobby Bonds, Pete Rose, and the toy cannon, Jim Wynn. All right. Bobby Bonds is 1 for 2. Singled, was caught stealing, struck out in the 3rd. Abernathy with the 0-1 pitch. Bonds gets the bunt down. Abernathy fires it onto Mazeroski, and they get Bobby Bonds. So unable to catch the 1960s club napping. 1 away now for Charlie Hustle. Rose struck out, also has a single in this game. Abernathy brings it home. Full count on Pete Rose. And Ted Abernathy hits Pete Rose. So that is probably going to be your retribution, if you will. Catfish Hunter doing the plunking earlier. Now Ted Abernathy coming way inside on Pete Rose. Let's look at Rose here in terms of, has he stolen anything in this season yet? No, he's not. All right, Jim Wynn, nothing for 2, batting with 1 down. He has struck out and grounded out in this game. 1-2 pitch on the way to Jimmy Wynn. Jim Wynn, look at this. Chasing one out of the zone from Ted Abernathy. And Abernathy picks up his second strikeout, looking to bring down a rather astronomical earned run average that, again, we don't repeat in polite company. All right, Schmidt bats with 2 down, and Pete Rose aboard at first. Abernathy checks the runner. 0-2 pitch on the way to Schmidt. And this one's going to get away from Bill Freehand. Pass ball. And Pete Rose will move to second. Count 1-2. Schmidt back in the box. Here's the delivery. And this one outside and high. And Schmidt draws the walk. First walk issued by Ted Abernathy. And that brings dangerous Johnny Bench to the box. Bench singled back in the second. Grounded out in the 4th. Freehand sets the target. Abernathy brings it home. 2-2 count. Bench swings. Little tapper to Maz. Maz will go to Cepeda on the 4-3. And that's your inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 5-1. And we will see Steve Garvey. We'll see Brooks Robinson, Bill Freehand, and Bill Mazeroski. All right. Brooks Robinson, RBI single back in the 1st, grounded to 2nd and 3rd. It's in there. Hunter asking for another ball. Doesn't like that one. Has one he likes. Here we go. 1-1 pitch. Cut on. Fly ball shallow right. Bonds ranges in and makes the catch. 1 away. Not a lot for the 1970s crowd to cheer about. The lone run for this 1970s squad came back in the 4th on the Steve Garvey RBI single that scored Mike Schmidt. Bill Freehand, nothing for 2. He struck out and flown out in this game. Bases empty. 1-0 pitch on the way to Freehand. Cut on. Liner to 3rd. And Schmidt making the leap and grab and pulls it down. Second great play of the season for Mike Schmidt. All right. We're talking about Schmidt being an excellent defender, and he certainly was. Maz 1 for 2 now. Singled his last time up. Hunter brings it home. Mazeroski cuts in the first pitch. Bounding ball back to the mound. Hunter fields it easily. Fires onto Steve Garvey for the 1-3 putout. Nothing across for the 1960s. We go to the top of the seventh. It's 5-1. Steve Garvey, Dave Concepcion, and Catfish Hunter do up. The 1970s, right now, 1-5-1. They've left 5 on base. For the 1960s, 5-7-0, 3 left on base. Abernathy staying on to pitch. He will lead off when we go to the bottom of the seventh, but of course there will be a pinch hitter. All right. Abernathy, unless he keeps this up, we'll see what the chat thinks. RBI single, Steve Garvey back in the fourth. All right, first pitch cut on Mazeroski, ranges to his right, bare hands, it fires on to Orlando Cepeda. Score that one 4-3, one away. Here's Dave Concepcion now. Concepcion has walked and struck out in this game. Abernathy, full count on Concepcion, and Abernathy loses him. So Dave Concepcion is on at first. And Concepcion has speed, has yet to steal a base. All right, Catfish Hunter, let's see whether he's going to bunt. 0-2 pitch. He's swinging away, bounding ball to third. Brooks Robinson, the long throw across the diamond, and they nip Hunter for out number 2. On the play, Concepcion moves to second. We're on to the top of the order now. And Joe Morgan. Little Joe, nothing for 3. Abernathy brings it home. And Ted Abernathy loses him. 1960s needing to get this third out here as the 1970s starting to make things interesting. Bobby Bonds grabs a stick from the bushes and heads into the box. So Bobby 1 for 3 and a caught stealing. Dave Concepcion at second, trailing him Joe Morgan at first. So speed on the base paths with 2 down here in the top of the seventh. Abernathy lets it go. 1-2 pitch. Bond swings. This one liner to left past Billy Williams. This is going to go all the way to the wall. Concepcion will score. Joe Morgan will round third, and he will score 2 RBI double for Bobby Bonds. That's his 4th double overall in the season. And the 1970s has just made this a very interesting game. It's 5-3 now. Still only 2 outs. Bobby Bonds in scoring position. And that brings up Pete Rose. Rose 1 for 2, and he was plunked by Abernathy his last time up. 1-1 pitch on the way to Pete Rose. Fastball on the way. Chopper to second. Maz to Cepeda, and that retires the side. 7th inning stretch time. It's 5-3 in favor of the 1960s. All right, welcome back. And indeed, we do need a pinch hitter. So there's who's available, gents. First name that gets called is the guy who comes in to hit. Not a bad bench, I would say. Oof. All right, Luis Aparicio. All right. So Clinton, very, very knowledgeable about baseball. 1960s, one of his favorite decades. So Aparicio is making his first appearance in the league in this 8th game of the season. Aparicio in this file, a 272 hitter, 5 triples, 6 home runs, 47 runs batted in, 39 steals, an OPS of 676. Catfish Hunter still looking strong out there. He is at 88 pitches. So he's been hanging around there around 90 miles an hour. Looking pretty strong. But and down only 2 runs. So let's see what happens here. Aparicio waits for the delivery. 1-2, and Aparicio fly ball center field. Jimmy Wynn back on it, makes the catch. So Aparicio gives it a ride, but not enough. One away as we swing back around to the top of the order and Veda Pinson. Pinson 1 for 3. So he grounded to short last time. Mazeroski scored. Hunter brings it. Pinson swings. Slow ground ball to Mike Schmidt. Going to be close at first, and they nip Pinson by a blade of grass. So quickly 2 down now for Jim Fregosi. 1 for 2 for Fregosi. 1-2 pitch. Fregosi sends this deep to center field. Kiss it goodbye. Open the window, Aunt Minnie. This 1960s squad is just tough, tough, tough. They've now increased their lead. It's 6-3. So the 1970s still have some work to do here. All right, here's Orlando Cepeda. Cepeda should be key for this team this year. And he is hitting .360 with 2 RBI, waiting for the baby bull to go yard for the first time. Count full on Cepeda. Cepeda draws the walk. So Hunter now having some problems, giving up the home run, maybe pitching a little too carefully to Orlando Cepeda. Here's Billy Williams now. RBI sacrifice back in the 3rd. All right, Cepeda on at first, 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 2-1 pitch. Billy Williams cuts on this one, liner to second, and Joe Morgan, what a great play to stab that BB. All right, side retired. We need us a pitcher. It's 6-3, so 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Now who comes in for the 1960s to pitch? So you got some, as you would expect, some pretty fine pitchers here. Let Clinton make the call here. Ron Peranowski. All right. All right, so looking at Peranowski making his first appearance of the season. Peranowski, 2.36 earned run average in the file, 8-7 with 22 saves, 114 1/3 worked, 5 home runs given up, 41 walks, 65 strikeouts. His whip is 1.251. Peranowski will face Jimmy Wynn, Mike Schmidt, and Johnny Bench. Going for the 6-out save, says Clinton Parks. All right, here we go. Jim Wynn is 0 for 3, including Fanning twice. Lefty Peranowski, count 4 on Jim Wynn, and he loses Jim Wynn. So the toy cannon on now for Michael Jack Schmidt. This could be dangerous times here. Let's see. Peranowski shaking off Bill Freehand. Has one he likes. Looks over Jimmy Wynn at first. Wynn has speed. Throws over. Wynn dives back. Peranowski set again. The 1-1 pitch. And Jimmy Wynn was on the move. Base hit into right field. They're going to hold Jimmy at second. So 2 on, and the tying run comes to the plate in Johnny Bench. The 1970s making it a ball game here. They've inched forward in their seats here at League Park. Bench 1 for 3. Peranowski checks Wynn at second, looks home, has the sign from Bill Freehand. The 0-1 pitch to Bench. Bench cuts on this one. Can they turn 2? Robinson to Mazeroski. Schmidt upends Mazeroski. They're not going to turn it. So 1 away. Nice play there by Brooks Robinson to get to that ball. All right, runners at the corners now. And here's Steve Garvey. So one can safely say quite a bit less dangerous. But Garvey has himself an RBI. Scored Mike Schmidt back in the 4th. 6-3 your score, 1 away. Jim Wynn at third base. Potential run number 4. Peranowski out of the stretch in the 1-2 pitch. And this one grounded up the middle. Stopped by Maz to Fregosi to Cepeda. And that is an inning-ending double play. Dashed against the rocks here in the 8th inning. The hopes of the 1970s to tie this bad boy up. Bottom of the 8th we go, baseball fans. And we will see the judge and Brooks Robinson and Bill Freehand do up. The pitcher's best friend, absolutely, right? 1 pitch, 2 outs. Take that anytime. All right, Frank Robinson 2 for 3. 2 RBI in this game. 0-2 pitch on the way. Robinson swings, hard hit ball into left, past Pete Rose. This one all the way to the wall. Rose tracking it down. Frank Robinson is going for 2. Rose having trouble getting to the ball. Robinson is going to hold at second. So another base hit for the 1960s squad. And here comes Brooks Robinson, 1 for 3. RBI single back in the first. That was an infield single. Hunter comes home with a 2-1 pitch. Robinson swings. This one deep. And gentlemen, not looking so good. Brooks Robinson goes yard, and it is 8-3. 1960s. These guys have been tough all year. Don't let that 4-3 record fool you. Oof. Tex Ag says, late but better than ever. Howdy. Welcome in, Tex. Great to see you, man. We got the hardcores hanging in here now. You might have found the earlier discussion more interesting, as it had nothing to do with baseball and everything to do with pulchritude. Pulchritude, the word of the day, pulchritude. All right, Bill Freehan, nothing for 3. 8-3 now. When we go to the 9th, it's going to be the bottom of the order for the 1970s. Dave Concepcion, assuming a pinch hitter for Catfish Hunter, and then back to the top of the order, Joe Morgan. 1970s, 5-2 coming into this game. The 1960s, 4-3. All right, Hunter deals to Freehan. 2-0 pitch. Freehan swings. Base hit, left field. Playing it on the hop is Pete Rose. Here come the 1960s again. 11th hit for them. All right, Bill Mazeroski is 1 for 3 now. Freehan, conservative leadoff first. 0-1 pitch. Mazeroski gets a bunt down. This is a good one. But Maz is tagged out by Steve Garvey. On the play, Bill Freehan moves to second. It's an unofficial sacrifice. Gentlemen, we have a 5-run lead. Do you want to let Peranowski go for the well, it's not going to be a 6-out save now. You want to let him hit? Clinton, you want to let Peranowski hit? 5-run lead. Up to you. You're the manager. I'll let you look at the bench. Let him hit. All right. Yeah, so Sean learned a new word today, pulchritude. It's a great word. It comes from the Latin. Pulchra. All right. So Peranowski making his first plate of the appearance of the season. Peranowski just in here is a 100 hitter in this file. All right, here we go. No, it's saying allow Carl Yastrzemski to pinch hit. He said, but okay. So Clinton says, give the staff the rest of the day off. All right, so we will not bring in Yaz. Sometimes the computer will ask these things. So we're going to say nope, and we're going to let Peranowski hit. And this one blooped to short. Dave Concepcion has it for out number 2. All right, back at the top of the order for Veda Pinson. Vince Pinson, 1 for 4 with an RBI. Bench out to have a quick word to Catfish Hunter. Pinson swings. Bounding ball to third. Schmidt to Garvey. And that will retire the side. We go to the 9th. 8-3, 1960s. And they're not bringing in it's Dave Concepcion. Little bouncer to Fregosi. Fregosi to Cepeda. All right, now let's see. They're going to bring in a pinch hitter for Catfish Hunter. They will not. And hard hit ball to short. Fregosi to Cepeda. And it's down to Joe Morgan. We're just going to let Peranowski do what he does here. Oh, look at Morgan. High fly ball to left. Billy Williams makes the catch. Not a remarkable game at all. Wow. Well, you can't have them all like a great one we had last night between Lefty Grove and Walter Johnson. So the 1970s and the 1960s now each with identical records, 5-3. The 1960s win this one, 8 runs, 11 hits, no errors. The 1970s, 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. For the 1970s, Mike Schmidt goes 2 for 3 with a double. The 1960s, though, man, going crazy here. Frank Robinson, 2 for 4 with a home run, 3 runs, or Brooks Robinson, 2 for 4 with a home run, 3 runs batted in. Jim Fregosi went 2 for 3, a home run and a double. And Frank Robinson, 3 for 4 with a home run and a double. So all the home runs come from the 1960s, 3 of them we just mentioned. Fregosi, Frank Robinson, and Brooks Robinson. Again, no triples in this game. Kind of pisses me off. But there you go. Catfish Hunter takes the loss, falls to 1-1. Ted Abernathy gets the win. So Clinton Parks making the right call after all. All right, looking at Hunter's line, 8 innings pitched, 11 hits, 8 runs, 7 earned, gave up all 3 of those home runs, of course. Walked 1, struck out 3, so not a sharp day for Catfish. His ERA now 4.76 for the season. Don Drysdale was injured in this game, so went 4 1/3, 5 hits, 1 earned run, walked 1, struck out 7, 0.81 earned run average for Drysdale. Abernathy called in relief, worked 2 2/3 innings, gave up a hit, 2 earned runs, walked 3, struck out 2. Ron Peranowski, when he came in, it was a save situation, but didn't stay that way, obviously. But 2 innings worked and a walk. I'm guessing Frank Robinson gets player of the game, but let's see. Brooks Robinson. Okay, so Don Drysdale out for 1 day. All right, the other great game, instead of saving it, we'll just autoplay it, and we're going to call it here then. So the other one would have been a great one to do, but these two pitchers will meet again. This would have been Grover Cleveland Alexander versus Carl Hubble. I think it would have been a great game to watch. Each team at 4-3, but let's go ahead and autoplay it. And here we go. This is, let's just look at the box score on this one. And let's see here. So how about this, man? This is, so let's go back and let's look at our pitching here a little bit. So Carl Hubble only went 3 innings. And Alexander went 8. Crandall gets the loss. This was a pretty good game. 4-3. Damn it, I wish we would have played this one. So the 1930s now at 5-3, the 1910s at 4-4. Old Pete did strike out 7, so he did his job, a 1.59 earned run average. Paul Wainer went 2 for 4 with a double in this game. Mickey Cochran 2 for 4 and a double. Joe Medwick 2 for 4, 2 doubles. Trish Speaker went 4 for 5 with a double, and Home Run Baker 2 for 4 and 2 doubles. Damn it, that was a good game. Oh well, it is what it is. And the MVP was Joe Medwick. All right, that completes that day. Let's look at the matchups for the next time, whenever that might be. See if there's anything that sticks out. If there isn't, we're just gonna Jim Palmer, and well, we've just seen the 1970s and 60s. Palmer versus Bunning, Brown versus Webb, Vaughn. Well, okay, so Hippo Vaughn versus Dizzy Dean. This one could be fun. So the other ones we're going to autoplay quickly. All right, so the 1940s take care of the 19th century 6-1. Newhouser with the win. Pud Galvin takes the loss. Bid McPhee goes 1 for 4 with a home run and walked twice. 1950s. Actually, we want to check 1950s for Ernie Banks. So let's do that really quickly. There's Mr. Banks. He's on the 1950 squad, Clinton. All right. So 1950s versus 1960s. This is Burdette versus, or 1950s versus 1980s. I'm sorry. Burdette versus Royce. And the 1980s go to 7-2, defeating the 1950s. Martinez with the win, Burdette with the loss. Dewey Evans goes 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. And 4 runs batted in. Wow. Okay, 1920s versus 1900s. This Kovaleski versus Mullen. And the 1900s win this one 9-7. Mullen gets the win. I'm sorry. Kovaleski takes the loss. Hannes Widener goes 3 for 4 with 2 home runs. 2 runs batted in. My favorite baseball player does something awesome when I don't get to see it. All right. 1970s versus 1960s, Palmer and Bunning. And the 1960s win this again. They go, it's 3-1. Bunning gets the win. Palmer takes the loss. All right. Brown versus Webb, 1990s versus 2000s. Don't really care about this one so much. But the 1990s do whitewash the 2000s 7-0. And I always like to check those because it doesn't. Oh, there's a 1-hit shutout. A 1-hitter. Well done. Well done. All right. And then this will be the next game. We'll actually play Bovan and versus Vizzy Dean. I'll definitely do that. I don't think Hubble got hurt. I'm not sure. Let's check and see if he's inactive. We could look at injuries. But we'll look at the 1930s here really quickly and see if Hubble got hurt. I'm looking at the 1970s like a fucking idiot here. All right. There we go. That's a little better. No, he did not. I guess we have to go back and look at that box score. Unless it's just a little half day or just got pulled or something. And that's it. Oh, so he did get hurt. Okay, that flew past me. Yeah, I have this set for just 1 day injuries. Just because. That's it, guys. This was a lot of fun. I'm glad people are really enjoying this Decades League. The 1980s, at 7-2, they're a game in front of the 1940s and 1960s. They're each at 6-3. The 1930s at 5-3. The 1970s at 5-4. The 1910s at 4-4, and then everybody else below 500. Batting leaders, there you can see. We'll go do all this another night. So this was fun, guys. Thank you very much. And yeah, it's always great to hang out with you guys. What can I say? No matter what we're talking about, comestibles, that which is pulchritudinous, and of course that which is baseball-tastic. Still waiting for an update on Pocket Pennant Run. Paul Fay keeps saying it's going to be out in a few days, which I'm learning that to mean about a week and a half. So once that comes out, but we're still going to play anyhow. I love Pocket Pennant Run baseball. So Tex Ag says 1670s are in his wheelhouse, having been born in 1955. So Tex Ags and rock and roll have something in common, both born in the same year tonight. Tonight's broadcast, bite me. Anyway, you're all good, Sean. I love pineapples. I love pizza, just not together. But tonight's broadcast brought to you by Dole. We have great pineapples. You're welcome, Truth Hurts, and glad we were able to give you your wrench. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you very much for coming in. And Cousin Ken, love you no matter what. So you're born in 56. Okay. Because I thought you stood up there. Texas. Okay, you're born in 56. So Truth Hurts is a year younger than rock and roll. You're welcome, cuz. Still love you. I question your taste in cuisine, but now I'm messing with you, dude. Come on, there's got to be some Southern Italian food you like. But anyhow, we'll talk about that another time. All right, gents, thank you. It really, really means a lot that we have this time to hang out. I'm sounding like Carol Burnett, so I'm going to get the hell off of here. Till next time, guys, see you around the batting cage. You're not getting old, man. It's called getting seasoned, not getting old. All right, guys, take care. Make sure to follow our Red Sox fan doing his cool 1970s tournament. And, of course, follow Robert, RGL Network, and his 1983 season, and all the great content creators, and all of you who even do things offline. Keep us posted in the Discord what you're doing. And I am going to go off and start doing some beta testing of Out of the Park Baseball 26. All right, guys. See you around the batting cage. Good night.